This is a little storage bin I made for my wife to put in her pantry. This is all made out of 1-bys I picked up at Lowe's, and I've written some measurements and stuff on it, and so you can see. Here's the measurements right here. So you gotta take a look at it. This was really simple to make. Here's the measurement: 5 inches wide, 46 inches, height. That's on that board right there, that 5-inch board. That's at 46 inches high. That's what that means. And then you got it a few feet off the floor. Whatever you want to take it off the floor, you can do that yourself. If you want, like I did, you can peg this board clear to the top, or I basically put a little bit further than the middle, so it's close to the middle, between these two, between the 9 7/8. It's close to them, but that's just where I started at, and I said, hey, I like that, So everything was made on the table saw, and like I said, it didn't take that long. You can see the inside. This is the dimension of the sideboards. The sideboards are 16 by 10. So you need a 1 by 12, and 16 inches long. Okay, that's what you're going to need. So you add those up, be 8 of them. So you need 8 of those, and then you just cut them all down 16 inches. Then you'll end up cutting your angles on it. So you can see over here. Here's the cut on it was 8 inches, and then by 5.5 inches. Okay, I made 4 of them. You can make 2, 3. You can make it shorter if you want to make it shorter to the floor. That's great. I mean, whatever way you want to make. You want to split those up and do 2 of them. Cut that in half. That didn't give you the measurements, dimensions of the box itself. Then in the back here, now these slats, all these slats you see are 3/8 thick, okay, and this one here is 1 1/8 wide. Now I put 2 inches wide on the back, and then just put them together because she wanted more of a closed back. And then there's 3 of those in the back of here, and then 1 down at the bottom down here just to give it. But each one of these gaps in between here are actually 2 of these boards together, okay. So what I did is I took 2 of these slats here, and I stuck them together to get this distance right here. So 2 3/8 together, I got this distance. So I would put this one on first, and then I'd put the 2 slats together, then I'd stick this one on, and then I'd put the 2 slats together, and then I'd stick this one on. And that's basically what I got left over at the bottom down here. And I did the same thing all the way through every one of them. But everything's, like I said, everything's made out of 1-bys, so it's not hard to pick up this kind of wood. You can pick up Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever you have a little place you could pick this kind of lumber up. And now on the bottom of it, my legs. Now what I did back here, see, I didn't allow those legs to stick back. The reason why is because we got it closer to the wall. I didn't want it touching the wall, but I got it closer to the wall. And then I stuck, these are just 2x4, so I figured, well, it's got to have a little bit of a roughness to it, So I stuck 2x4s. It's a 2x4, and I got it cut to 20 inches, what I got to cut to. So it gave me a little bit of stick out. Now, I still might put a little support across the front. I thought about putting something across the front to stiffen it up a little bit, but I don't want to walk into it, so I'll have to put it a little bit further underneath, maybe line it up with the baskets or something, maybe take it from maybe here down or something, even though these stick out, I just want to be careful not to run into it. Okay, I turned it over here so you can see the bottom half of it and what I did to the bottom. Get this thing to focus right, and you could pick these little inserts up, for basic Lowe's or one of them. You can pick them up. The little inserts is what they are, and you can put bolts on the bottom of it. Now, if you don't want it to scratch your floor and you got a wooden floor, you can probably just put, something on the edge of these bolts, or just regular bolts you can buy anywhere. Or You put little coasters underneath. Uh, Basically, you can, if you want, you can probably dip that in a plastic. You know, a plastic dip would be nice. Just a little, dip it down in, and then you can have a little tiny cap on the end of it. I haven't finished yet. The inserts here, you can buy these at Lowe's. Drilled a hole in there, tapped them in, and then I put some screws into it. So you can adjust this, and it's really nice because my floor is not even. I got an old house here, and the floors are not even. Guaranteed they're not even. That's the reason why I put these on here. But they make it pretty handy to have these. You can put them on anything. You could, oh my God, you can probably put them on a chair in your house or a table in your house if you want to, if you can drill it through it. So, yeah, and here's the bottom side of it. You can see it's all open and everything. I started painting it, and that didn't work. Let me see if I can grab a hold of it, pick it back up. I started painting it with a brush, and was that a mistake? Because it's going to take so much to go through this to paint it with a brush. And you can. It's going to take some time, but you can also, you don't have to use a brush. They sell spray paint, in cans that is a latex. It's acrylic enamel. I'm pretty sure it's what it is, but they sell it in cans. They sell it for furniture, things like that. And there's my crazy lion there walking around, the gray cat. But yeah, you can pick that up anywhere and spray it. I don't know how many cans it would take you to do it, but hey, give it a try. Maybe it won't take that much. I would say to paint it, I definitely have about 4 cans. That's what I would do, because it's going to take at least 2 cans on there. Well, it might even take more than that. It's going to take at least 2 cans just to get your first coat to put on it, and then 2 more cans to put your another coat. So you should have probably 2 coats of paint. That's what I would do. I'm going to probably put 2, maybe 3 on here, but I'm using the satin. I'm going to use satin. I have a spray gun. I picked the spray gun. I'll show you guys when I get ready to do this. And I have some satin. Antique white is what we're going to paint this. So if this gives anybody any thoughts about, something to make, there you go. It's not hard. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of thinking, and it's it'll come out pretty nice. Now, if you didn't want things to fall down through the bottom of it because it's open, I'm for sure you can, pick up something, maybe little trays. I even thought about some type of plastic, you can buy. I think they have, well, like if you go to Michael's or a craft shop, they have them sheets of plastic, clear plastic, or white looking plastic, they use for cutting things. They put things on you can cut. You can find something. It wouldn't be too hard to find. That's what we're going to do. I thought about putting a couple pieces. I have some Lawan, and just taking some Lawan thin plywood, really thin. Lawan's like 1/4 inch plywood, and kind of just lay it in here, and that would just give it a base. And then you can always pick it up, and if you wanted to clean it or wipe it out. But I think what I'm going to do, I'll probably look for that, or some kind of plastic sheets I can cut and stick down in there. That looks nice too. So, all right, let's see. There you guys go, and maybe give you some thoughts on maybe build one yourself. Thanks for watching.